One of the things that I have a passion for is gardening. Although it requires physical hard work, it is very rewarding and fulfilling when you are surrounded by beautiful flowers and plants. Welcome to Forlitz Sky. Our channel is dedicated to the people who are approaching retirement and has a thinking of something to do but would like to discover their skills by unleashing their passion. In today's video, I am unleashing my passion for gardening. Allow me to share with you how to maintain my plants and hoping that you can learn something from this content. Welcome to my messy backyard. Spring is just around the corner and it is time for me to clean up my backyards and do some trimming and replanting. But first, if you are new to this channel and like this kind of content, please subscribe, click the notification bell, and smash the like button. Let's get started. First up, protect yourself by using double gloves. Because my backyard is too big for us to tackle in one day, we are going to focus on the north side of our backyard. Going to remove that water features, but prior to remove that, I need to relocate the plants first and clean it up. After he clean and put that water feature back, then my plant should be ready. This is our goal for today, to clean and fix this side of my backyard. Alright, let's get started. First step, remove the pots temporarily from where they are so I can clean under and at the back of the planter box and plant platform. Second step, disconnect and remove the water fountain so we can give a good clean of the space and disinfect the water unit. We put hollow blocks to elevate that water features. We have this planter box that we created about 10 years ago and it's still there. Step 3, clean up the existing planter and remove all dead leaves and wild weeds. It is important for you to use these gloves because look at this, there's so many thorns. So there's a new branch growing here, so this need to be cut. Okay, there you go. I need to clean this one up. Step 4. Rake the existing soil to give the root of the plants more air to breathe. Add soil if necessary. Let me use this one so it will stand up. I don't know what's wrong with this, but this one has been here forever. Rake this one and then give more air to breathe. Step number 5, clean and sweep under the planter box using a broomstick and dustpan. Here you go! This side of the garden is now neat and clean. Now let's move on to step number 6, and that is trimming and replanting each plant from the pots. This one right here, I'm about to trim them, but they are currently in bloom, so I'm afraid to trim them for now. I'm gonna let it finish the bloomings. I will maintain later or clean it up. Let me take care of this one. It's tall already. I planted it 2 years ago. We need to replant it. Let's start the bottom portion of this plant and replant this portion part of the plants. All the leggy part need to remove. Then take this one out. As you can see here, it's too much, right? So when you cut them, save this part. You can actually plant this again. According to the expert, succulents stretch and become leggy when they do not receive enough light. Roughly, succulents need a minimum of 4 to 6 hours of sunlight a day to grow and thrive. Let's deal with this one so you can see this beautiful succulent. I need to replant to balance the weight because it's leaning towards the other side. It needs to be replanted. And let's do it. So this one right here, take the one that's not good anymore. So like this one, cut it, thrown away. This one also needs to be cut. Okay, one more. I'm going to plant it, the whole piece here in this bucket. A drainage hole is important for the health of your succulent. However, you don't want your soil to fall out of it. I use small river rocks and put them on the bottom of my pot. It works well because it allows for water to flow out easily but will still hold in most of the soil. Cut on this side. Put it here. Okay, isn't it pretty? You have to keep it dry. You're not supposed to water this in the next 2 weeks. Take care of this one. Cut the trunk. Ha. So throw it away and put this. Now that we put our water unit in place, fill it with water and turn it on. The unit has to be balanced so that the distribution of water will be even. This plant is leaning toward this side. I have to put this to support the branches. So all I have to do is remove the dead leaves so it looks pretty. A lot of dry leaves. Just basically clean it up. It looks pretty at springtime. Let's take care of the bottom. Need to loosen the soil to give them a room to breathe, and let's put it here. It is important to elevate the pots from the ground so that there's a room to breathe. Okay, step 6. Continue pruning and replanting and arrange each plant to the wood plant form. This plant already cleaned. This is a hanging plant, so it's gonna grow up to here. There's more room for me to plant other succulents. Let's use the one that I cut from the other plants. Take this one out. So now you have about 2 inches of stem, and this is the one you're gonna put on the soil like this. With this part, there's no rosette on top, so you just have to throw them away. You see this? This came from the different parts of the plants, and because it's lagging already, as you can see, it's very long. All you need is this part from here to there, about 2 inches. Remove all these leaves that you don't need. It is your preference on how you're going to arrange the rosettes back to the pot. Succulent is very resilient. No matter what type of soil you have, it doesn't matter. They will still grow. Okay,
what about this guy?
That guy is been there forever. Very small, and now it's growing already right here.
Like a finger.
Yes.
Will that grow inside the house?
They do, but they develop a mold. Beautiful. So now we're gonna put it where it's supposed to be. Very healthy already. Look at the different colors. According to the expert, if you have a color green, that means they're not getting enough sun. But if you have this color like this, it's like burgundy, brownish kind of shades. They expose with plenty of sun. Because this is a tiny pot, I need to proportion the plant to the pot. So I trim it the same length as the pot. Let's put it next to the other side. Whatever I pruned from the previous plant, I planted it to the same size pot to match. Look at my echeveria. It has a big wild weed that needs to be removed. Leggy branches are multiplying and need to be pruned. Remove leaves, keep the rosettes to replant back to the soil and regrow to enjoy. If I'm not mistaken, I think this plant is called Echeveria prolifica. So let's keep removing the leggy parts and those branches that it's already dead. Then rake the soil. Cut the stem off if you are interested in propagation. You can remove the leaves off and set those in a tray of soil, and you will get little plantlets right at the base of the leaf. There you have it! African daisy. You need to cut this. So basically what you need to do is remove the dead leaves so there's room for this guy to grow. There's another flowers coming, and here's more flowers. Here's another succulents of mine that I don't know what's the name. However, I had this plant more than 5 years. To maintain, I just remove all the dry branches and trim like a hair. Let's put it back in place. Here is another kind of sedum succulent. Remove all dry leaves, analyze the plant, prune the branch that is bending outside the pot, rake the soil, and put the branches back to replant like so. Arrange them based on your aesthetic preferences. And last but not the least, let's take care of this another sedum plant. Same with the other plants, remove all the leggy branches and dry leaves. And there you have it, Forlitz Sky community. We are done for today. One side of the backyard is done. There are 3 more sides to clean up. Let's take a look at our newly cleaned planter box and newly trimmed succulent plants. Look how beautiful are these flowers. Beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Please leave a comment below and share me your thought. Otherwise, be safe, be strong, and be positive. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching the Forlitz Sky.